My dear brothers and sisters, good day to you all. I will give you the story of the butcher who sold human meat. In a small and quiet village called Gidan Asabe, there is a living man named Malam Bala. Malam Bala was a butcher who sold roasted meat in the village market. Every evening, people come to his stall to buy meat because it tastes and very delicious. Some even said his meat was the best in the whole region. He always smiled and friendly, so many villagers trust him. But there was one strange thing about Bala. No one ever saw him bringing cow, goat, or sheep to his stall. He never went to slaughterhouse like others butcher. Instead, he always came from the forest with bag of meat, and no one know what was inside the bag. When people asked him, he would smile, laughing, and said, "My meat is special. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy it." The villagers did not think much about it at first. They just loved his food and kept buying from him, especially during festival or marketing day. Bala became rich. He bought a big house and started dressing like a wealthy man. Everyone admired him except one woman. There was an old woman in the village calling Mama Hawa who did not trust him. She felt there was something wrong. She always said a good butcher does not hide where his meat come from. But no one know the place where Malam Bala find his meat. Mama Hawa was over 70 years old. She had living in Gidan Asabe her whole life and know everyone. She used to buy meat from Bala too. But one day she began to feel sick after eating it. She said this meat is not normal and stopping buying from him. She started watching Bala carefully. She noticed that he always left the village before dawn and came back late in evening, and that his back was always heavy and covering in the thin cloth. One night, Mama Hawa decided to follow him secretly. She walked slowly behind him and saw him hiding in the thick forest of the outskirts of the village. She hid behind a tree and waited. After some time, she heard strange sound like someone crying and began. She also saw a light moving in the darkness. Mama Hawa got scared but was brave enough to get closer. What she saw made her heart freeze. Bala was roasting human bodies over a fire. She covered her mouth to stop herself from screaming. She watching in horror as Bala cutting pieces from the body and put them in a sack. The same sack he always brought to the market. Mama Hawa back to the village, shaking and crying. She knew had to tell the people. Mama Hawa ran to home of the village chief and shouted, "Listen, Bala is not selling cow meat. He's selling human meat." The chief was shocking. He called the elders and asked Mama Hawa to tell them everything she saw. Some of the elders did not believe her. "Are you sure?" they are asking. Maybe it was a dream. But Mama Hawa stood firm. "I know what I saw. He is killing people and roasting their bodies." One of the young men stood up and said, "If this is true, then we must catch him. Let's wait for him tonight." So they are gathering a group of strong men and follow Bala into the forest after the next night. They are stay behind him among the trees and watching in silence. Just as Mama Kande said, they saw Bala dragging a young man tied with rope. The man was crying and begging for help. Bala tied him to a tree and prepared a fire. That was enough proof. The villagers jumping out of the bush and shouted, "Stop, we know what you are doing." Bala was shaking and tried to run, but they catch him. The young man was set free in anger and fear. The villagers dragging Bala back to the village. The truth finally rebelled. When they reached the village, everyone was awake. People gathering around Bala, shouting and crying. Mothers whose children had gone missing over the months began to weep. They now understood what had happened to their children. The chief asked Bala, "Why did you do this? Why killing your own people?" Bala said nothing. He only stared at the ground in shame. The people were filling with anger and pain, some of them screaming, "He must pay what he did." Others shouted, "He is a monster." The chief announcing, "Bala has broken the laws of God and man. He has killed innocent people and fed us their flesh. We will allow the people to decide his punishment." The crowd start beating Bala with sticks, stones, and peace. Even the women joined in, beating him with their sandals and headscarf. Bala shouted in pain, but no one stopped him. He had shown no mercy to the people he killed, and now the same was happening to him. It was not longer before Bala fell to the ground and stopped moving. The villagers stepping back when there was so he was no longer breathing. Bala, the butcher of the dark scratch, had met his end. Bala, he had died. After Bala died, the villagers went quiet, the chief ordering the forest to be searched, and they found bones, clothes, and human remaining bodies in different places. They brought the bodies to home and buried them properly. During the burial, Mama Hawa spoken to the people. "Let this be a lesson, all of us," she said. "Evil may hide in a friendly face, but God will always reveal to truth." Life slowly returned to normal in Gidan Asabe, but the memory of Bala evil ever disappeared. The villagers promised each other that they would always protect one another and never allow such darkness to return. For you to get more videos, subscribe, like, and follow.